Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 560, and it is your review of Creed 3. As always, it is the Nerd County here to host the show, along with my wonderful co-host for today, because he's the only one who goes
I mean,
with me.
technically, I'm a co-host
Yeah,
overall. I'm a host in general,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, I'd be that special guest type of deal. But yeah,
yeah,
what's up? It's me. It's
yeah.
me.
It's
You see, you
Luis.
know me. Oh God, I look hella chunky on this lighting. It's fucking wild.
Oh, that's the same line you always got, bro.
No, but I lowered it, so it's like the projection, like different lighting angles makes it look different.
Yeah.
It's like by with the shirt is science, film technology words.
Film
Yeah,
science.
film science. But that's not what the patrons pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you go let them know what we here for today?
Yeah, yeah, we're here to talk about Creed 3. What's going Luis is taking over for Brad today because Brad doesn't go to the movies to watch this shit.
Yeah,
So, you know,
surprisingly,
yeah, nah, bro, I already told you how it works. That man
no,
has a,
no, for Creed, I mean,
yeah, he did like Creed 1 in a lot. He wants to, I asked him, Brad, would you go to the movie theaters to see Creed 3? And he said, yeah, I would. But the fact is that he's also at what they call the Disneyland right now. So,
oh, is he? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, he took his wife to Disneyland and the family, and he's
got
over
it.
there right
Okay, that
now.
makes more sense now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a bit.
yeah, he's in good old Disneyland. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
it. All right.
fuck it. Yeah, I mean, hey man, you let's go the let's go. You want you to take Brenda over there and yeah, and
Yeah,
her family. So fuck it. But yeah, Luis, how are you doing today, man?
good. Having some anxiety, but going to see Creed again. So this is my second time watching. The first one was in Dolby with Raul. I went like right before coming on this show. In IMAX, I saw it. The music doesn't hit as hard without the speakers because Dolby. That's the main thing that you go for with the surround sound and stuff. But overall, yeah, it was dope. And that got me like, should I continue the boxing that I was doing beforehand? You know, and I will. I'm just busy. I'm just busy trying to get everything reacquainted for the month.
Yeah.
What about you?
Not much, man. Just went to work today and did the morning shift because I had an advanced screening of Inside with Willem Dafoe, and I went to go do that, and I'm just chilling here,
All right.
just chilling here with you.
Yeah. So, what for tomorrow? That they moved your worker? What was that whole
No,
ordeal?
no. So what's it called? I found somebody to cover for me who can do the shoot. So
Ah,
instead of doing it from like what's it called 9 to 5,
yeah.
I'm doing it my regular hour of 9 to 1 because
Okay. The
I was
last
like,
4 hours, someone else.
yeah, that's I
Gotcha.
just ended up doing those. I just did. I was gonna do the morning shift today either way because I had to go see this movie.
Movie. Yeah.
I couldn't do my regular shift because then I would have what's it called now gone to the
Missed this
movie.
movie. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
So
Well,
I switched it, and they're like, I found somebody, so they're like, okay, cool. Now he's just gonna stay, and you can just do your regular hour,
all
your
right.
regular what's it called
Cool.
hours. All right,
Yeah, I
cool.
mean, I'd be surprised if I don't know how difficult those shits are, but they seem simple enough. Like if you know your way around it.
So like we're gonna film what's it called interviews. That's what we're doing tomorrow. So
Okay, yeah. So this is
um,
like
and
compared
it's
to
just
like fast food
yeah,
work, like people where they don't want to cover your shift.
yeah. It's just
Yeah.
two different camera angles, and
All right.
nothing terrible. Like I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's just it's gonna be like we don't know how many people we're interviewing. We also don't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they're just kind of like trying to see what's up. I doubt it was gonna last all the way to all the way to 5, but I mean,
Yeah,
who knows?
it's the time frame to overestimate.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, overestimate. Don't want to what's it called mess up there. But yeah, man. Glad you're doing well. Glad we're doing well. We saw this movie a while ago, so
Yeah.
um, we're
What,
ready.
2 weeks already?
Yeah.
Is it 2
Yep.
weeks? No, last week. Last week. Last
Last
week.
week, yeah. Like I said, like a
Yeah.
while
Okay.
last
Yeah,
week,
a
but
while ago. Yeah. Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
damn. I know I blend days together, but I know damn well it wasn't that long.
No, you're good. But y'all, we do have our reviews of Creed 1 and Creed 2 up. Brad and I did those. So if you guys want to go check those out as well. If you haven't watched this one, then once you go check those out. But either way, we're gonna start getting into this review. So if you haven't seen Creed 3, and you haven't had the chance to go to the theater to watch Creed 3, then this is your chance. Then this is your chance to get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the film, then go ahead and stay. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a five, four, three, two, one.
All right, put the J Cole song in.
Yep. Put all the what's it called? The Meek Mill, yeah.
The the fucking J Cole, bro. He came out of retirement for this, bro. Michael must have given him a fucking speech.
What do you mean fucking retirement, man? Released an album last year.
Oh, did he? Oh shit, I
Yeah,
haven't heard of an album from him. That's why I
yeah,
said
he
he's
released a
retired.
full ass album last year. Yeah.
But yeah, that should go hard. But
Yeah.
yeah, spoilers
Uh,
now.
yeah, let's get to reading here. Creed 3 is an American 2023 American sports drama film directed by and starring Michael B. Jordan in his directorial debut from a screenplay by Keenan Coogler and Zach Balin. It is the sequel to Creed 2, 2018, the third in the Creed series, and the ninth overall in the Rocky film series. It also stars Tessa Thompson, Jonathan Majors, Wood Harris, Florian Montanou, and Felicia Rashad. In the film, thriving boxer Adonis Creed, played by Jordan, faces off against childhood friend and former boxing prodigy
Mhm.
Damian Anderson, played by Jonathan Majors. A third Creed film was officially announced in September 2019. Alongside Jordan's return,
Oh.
uh, he was also confirmed to be making his directorial debut in October 2020. Majors and the remainder of the cast joined between November 2021 and September 2022.
Hmm.
Creed 3 is the first film in the series to not feature Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone reprised his role as Rocky Balboa, though he
Yep.
is credited as a producer alongside Ryan Coogler, who contributed to the film's story.
Okay.
Principal photography began in January 2022 and lasted until that April, with filming locations including Los Angeles, Tampa, and Georgia.
Oh, so he
Creed
filmed it in a month.
Yep. Creed
Damn.
3 Creed 3 first premiered in Mexico City on February 9th, 2023. It was then theatrically released in the United States on March 3rd as the first film distributed by Metro Goldwyn Mayer after its acquisition by Amazon. The film received general positive reviews from critics with praise for Jordan's direction and Major's performance. It
Yep.
has grossed $114 million worldwide, making it the eighth highest grossing film of 2023.
That eighth.
Also,
That's actually top 10. That's nice.
I wonder if it premiered at Mexico City because Canelo probably convinced him to do that.
Cause either Canelo or este pinche Felix, bro.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder.
That's a good
Um,
question.
yeah, but of course, this is cinematography is done by Kramer Morgenthau, who has
Hmm.
done the cinematography in the last two of the films.
Okay.
Edited by Tyler Nelson, Jessica Backlees. Music is done by Joseph Shirley. This is not done by certified white boy Ludwig Göransson. It's not him this time.
Nope.
Ludwig did the one and two. We'll go ahead and talk about that in a bit. And it sits at an hour. Oh no, actually, what's it called? No, an hour and 56 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah. An
yeah,
hour
an hour
56
and
minutes.
56 minutes.
Hmm.
And of course, on a budget of 75 million, it has made 114.3 million. So it is on its way to becoming a
To
financial success.
Yep,
Yep,
basically doubling their money. Yeah.
yep. It's double now. So
Oh, is it? Oh,
um,
okay.
yeah, no, it's almost there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's what
a
I'm
hundred.
saying. They need
Yeah,
like 4,000 more.
yeah. Well, just this weekend, pretty much.
No, true.
Yeah. Unless fucking Scream 6 makes that much a lot this weekend, but I
That's
doubt.
true. Yeah, because I forgot today's
Yeah.
Thursday, so it's gonna be premiering today. We'll have to see, because you know.
I think it'll still make a good amount. And I think the word
Yeah,
of mouth has been pretty good for the movie.
I
So
mean, it was still on IMAX too, so that means it's not. They didn't
yeah,
take over the entire uh room.
yeah, yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and get this started here. Luis, what are your initial thoughts on Creed 3?
I dig it, dude. I watched Creed 1, and it's on Amazon now that I looked at it, but I need to watch Creed 2 with Drago. Um, but this is definitely my overall, like just sports movies, and that's saying something because one there's a handful of movies where you with that deals with sports, and that actively do it good. That doesn't just make it feel like another match that you could see on TV. But I really dig the way they shot this compared to the first one, which is my only basis currently. And Michael, I mean, so I don't know how much like if it was a 50-50 with like cinematography and all that, but his influence is definitely there, especially with just actors and direction of the overall film. But yeah, it's a dope movie, and I think I might. It's like the training, what you use to motivate yourself. Not after a sad day, just after like a. I want to get fit day. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the film.
Yeah. I enjoyed the film too. I thought that Michael B. Jordan, for his first movie,
Hmm.
really nailed it, man. He really did. He did a pretty good job at, getting some great performances out of Jonathan Majors
Oh fuck yeah,
and Tessa Thompson. Felicia Rashad did a really good job too. I also really enjoyed the story we got here. I thought that it was like it was a good way at, like, you know not just basing Adonis's character's connection to, like,
Rocky and
Apollo
Paula.
and Rocky. You know, like, I feel like this one was really where, like, Adonis really came into his own, and, like,
Yeah,
because the way that Creed 2 ends, it's finally him realizing that,
that
and
he
it's
needs to be his
like
own and
he
shit.
needs to be owned. Like, he needs to
Okay,
fight for himself. Like, he
got
can't,
you.
can't fight for Rocky. He can't fight for what's it called, his mom. He
Hmm.
can't fight for Tessa, for Bianca. He's got to fight for himself. And that's, like, that was a really good way to end it. And, like, here, I really felt that, like, yes, this is when Adonis really comes into his own, not just as, like, a
Yeah,
boxer, but, as a man, and as a, what's it called, as a father, and as a trainer as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah, yeah, because I definitely got that in the first one. It was mostly a thing of like, let me prove I am my daddy's son,
yeah.
like we get
And
it.
more
He
mostly
is
proving to himself, right?
that too. That yeah, to you that he deserves the whole Creed name and whatnot. But yeah, like you said in this one, it really pays off to just have his overall story be more brought out. Because I don't know in the second one, but in the first one, we know of his backstory of like being a fighty kid and like through the whole youth program and then growing up and then being like, oh, I like to fight because my dad also did it. Um,
Yeah.
and this one we know is like he enjoyed fighting overall without like his whole parent being there. And then it was like a way to survive. And we got that whole aspect that we didn't get to see in the other ones. I don't know if there was flashbacks. Was there in the second one of his youth?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I know in the first one we saw like the good
Yeah, that
15
moment, yeah.
minutes, yeah,
Yeah.
of his kid and growing up and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did, fucking did a he did a good job. He did a good job.
Yeah. I really liked, the chemistry that they brought together now. Like, I love Tessa Thompson and Michael B. Jordan's chemistry. Like, it really does
Yeah,
feel real, it feels raw. But this time I really liked how it worked with what's it called, with Felicia Rashad there too. Like,
that's
I
the
love
kid,
all
right?
three.
The
The
quote
Felicia
unquote
Rashad
dad.
is the mom.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like, she did a great job, all three of them. But the little girl too, man, her
Yeah,
kid,
she did
like,
good. Yeah,
she did good too. Um, Michael B. Jordan, I mean, not Michael B. Jordan. I'm sorry. Jonathan Majors, though. Jonathan Majors is just, I mean, he's fantastic as this guy.
he's brought bangers after bangers in the last 6 months.
Yeah,
Because I found out about majors, not even from Lovecraft Country, because I think that's his one of his first major stuff. I found out for The Harder They Fall on Netflix. Um, because I saw the little preview. Like I'm not into westerns, and I was gonna skip it, but I saw it's a like black cast.
hmm,
Um, and the preview made it seem like a modernized cowboy type of esque. And then seeing him in that, and just then after that, I think Devotion came out. We went to go see that. That shit was fire. Um, what else came out? We Ant Man and the end of the Wasp,
yeah,
the third one. Yeah, dude, he's been killing that. He's just. I think I saw an interview where his past acting teacher kind of gave a statement to like the morning show or the Kelly Clarkson show or some shit where it's like actors do this as a profession for work. Jonathan finds it as like a need, as a passion. And I mean, Robin Williams said it best in the Dead Poet Society, where yeah, we need doctors, we need lawyers to maintain order and to
Mhm.
maintain health. We need um, people of that type of way to make the world run. But we what we want is the arts, is what gives us meaning and what gives us like life. And that definitely
Yeah.
Majors puts that to heart, because man's gives it his all every single time. And
And
yeah, dude.
I mean, like throughout this, like he really does play this bad guy really well. Like
Yeah.
he just like he had me fooled, bro. He really did have me fooled. Like I really thought that this guy was just like, like oh okay, he let's go got title shot, and of course he was acting like a dick. He was doing stuff that he shouldn't have been doing with like bypassing the rules and stuff. But I
Yeah.
was like, bro, like Chris is crazy. So like when that reveal happens, you're like, wow, like okay. I was like,
Yeah.
you see that coming. And
Dude. Yeah.
man, but yeah, I know Majors has been really like surprising me. Like his breakout role, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. I will never not be
Mhm.
recommending that. That movie's fantastic. The Five Bloods from Spike Lee. He is, oh my god, he's so good in that
Oh,
movie.
was he in that? I remember
Yes,
seeing that too.
he was
Fuck.
Delroy Lindo's son.
Okay, it's been a while because we watched it
Yeah,
like when we were in Chicago. I watched it while we were in Chicago,
yeah.
so that was like last
Yeah,
year. I don't remember
he's so
shit.
good, and he's working again with Spike Lee now. He's gonna work with
Okay.
him again, but like, man, he's on top of it. And like I know this year we have one more from him that we need to see. I don't know yet what it is with what's going down with distribution for that, but it premiered at Sundance.
Oh, really?
Magazine Dreams that I heard was really really good. Like
A
it's like
drama or action like
yeah,
this one or?
it's about power bodybuilding, and
Okay,
he's
okay.
he's what's it called? He's the main character, and they say that he's really freaking good in that movie.
Damn, no wonder he was on cover of Men's Magazine. He
Yeah,
had to be that big
yeah.
for this last three movies: Ant Man,
And
Creed
man,
3, and then that one for the bodybuilding. That's crazy,
and
man.
then I
Yeah.
mean, freaking what's it called? Loki. Now, I mean, I know we're gonna see him again for
Oh, that's
sure,
true. Yeah, yeah.
but
We have to. Yeah.
I really like the way the fight scenes were filmed,
Oh,
especially here
100%.
where he like yeah he does do a lot of slow mo, but the way like just from the get go, bro, the first match you get with what's it called, pretty Ricky Conlan
Yeah.
and Adonis, just like it moves kind of like a video game in a way,
Mhm.
because like it's like it goes do 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 do, little bit of slow mo moves, do 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 do, and then
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
and
quick
it's just like
times and shit like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he like stylizes it, and it feels really different from Creed 1 and Creed 2, but it works. For me, it works
yeah.
really well. Like,
And yeah, for the people that watch anime, because I
yeah,
think that's what Michael would say that he really get inspired for more. In shonen shit, we get a lot of that fast paced, like one either the protagonist or one of the antagonists. They get all cocky, they start doing those fast punches. Then we switch to this perspective of the protagonist, and it's like slow mo. He's just calculating stuff, and then
yeah,
he's like inner monologuing or whatever, and then we
yeah,
go with the fast pace and we get that hit. Yeah, like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely works for how this overall film was shot, because it's not just with the Pretty Ricky Cotton fight. It's like overall the
Yeah,
entire
with
fight. So yeah.
Jonathan Majors fight,
Hmm.
what's it called? The one with Majors and
Felix.
Felix, yes.
Hmm.
Like just I mean they did great, man. He did a really good job there. Um like and something that I wanted to highlight as well, and I kind of told y'all in the car when we finished it. I
Hmm.
really liked how much Jonathan Majors put a lot of importance on Duke in this movie.
Yeah.
Like I always said, Duke really felt like a really like background character at times. And it's like, dude, like Duke was like he's a big part of Apollo's life, and like
Yeah.
throughout these movies, it always feels like Duke is just in the background, and like it to me, it sucks that what's it called, Sly couldn't be in there, and like that to me was kind of a part that felt like it was missing. Like I really felt like, damn, I would have loved to have seen Sly's what's it called, Ricky and Rocky Balboa in his corner, but I really like the way they highlighted Bill, I mean Duke, and I love how
Yeah.
they worked that into the story.
Yeah, dude. Seeing him rewatching it now, I forgot with the Felix when because he's Felix's
Yeah,
trainer. Mans is repping Mexico, dog. He repping that flag and shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. Duke is his trainer. So they wearing the whole like nice ass jersey that
yeah.
you would get at the World Cup or some shit. It was like with the Adonis Creed or Creed Athletics and shit.
He's
I'm like,
athletics, man.
that looks fly as hell. But yeah, bro, he definitely he played, I wouldn't say the father figure, but he definitely played a like a sort of like partner and that
Yeah.
older brother kind of thing, or something
I
like
say
that
more
uncle.
older brother. Yeah, I say
Yeah,
more
like
like older
that.
brother. 'Cause, like,
That
especially the way yeah,
mhm,
especially the way he reacted to, like, him bringing in Damien, and he was like,
mhm.
"Dude, like, I told you, like, he wasn't gonna, like, fit in here, and, like, he's
Yeah.
messing my shit up here," and
Yeah,
it's like, yeah,
he not fighting for boxing, he fighting the world, and he's bringing it in the ring and shit.
yeah,
He's trying to hurt people, and I'm like, "Damn, yeah, you're right. Don't
yeah,
get quiet now, Dookie, but fucking."
yeah. I will also
But
say,
fuck. Mhm.
um, this is definitely Michael B. Jordan's best performance in the Creed, trilogy. I felt like
Yeah.
and
It's
that
funny.
wild that it took him directing himself. But I liked what Michael B. Jordan brought to the table here. And there were like moments where I really felt like, oh man, like this guy's really like tapping in here, like he's really like giving it his all. And I'm like, I feel like before, yes, of course, back he did give it his all too, but like sometimes some lines fell flat. Sometimes it felt like he wasn't really like what's it called, like connecting with the character of Adonis like that. But in this movie,
Yeah,
he really does a great job
he
at that.
made it his own, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Uh,
flatness, I don't know if it was like he wasn't connected to Adonis or more so I think he wasn't connected to the line, like he
yeah.
wasn't feeling that line specifically. And then with this one, it's like he can change his dialogue maybe mid scene, mid shoot or whatever to make it
Yeah.
better. But yeah, he definitely did. But overall, like not just in the Creed films, in a lot of his past works outside of like the Black Panther stuff, um, he has this one issue that I noticed where a lot of his lines or dialogues can come out flat or
Yeah.
or just offbeat compared to what is happening around him in the scene. And thankfully we don't get much of that in this which just ties it all around
Yeah.
perfectly.
Like he's pretty good. Like last thing I saw him in that wasn't like Black Panther Wakanda Forever was what's it called, Just Mercy. And I think he was pretty damn good in Just Mercy. He plays like
Hmm.
a lawyer in
Yeah,
that
the
movie. Like
lawyer with
yeah,
Brie Larson. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I was like, that was pretty damn good. Like I like that. But
yeah.
like this one, he definitely this is his best performance from the Creed films. And
Hmm.
yeah. I only have a couple of like, gripes here. Like,
Yeah,
I
same here.
felt yeah, like the music, even though it was pretty damn good, it was like a big step down from what's it called, Ludwig Göransson's
Oh
score.
yeah,
Like,
you didn't vibe with the music overall,
not
just
not
like
the,
with this
not the way that
genre.
not the way that I vibed with Ludwig's score, because
Okay.
like he would do such a great job on that score, man, and
I
like
might need to
and
rewatch it just to listen to
yeah,
that.
just especially in Creed 2, he's got some good stuff in there. But yeah, I was just like, I'm not really feeling this score here, and I just felt like it played weirdly in some parts.
Mhm.
And I feel like the parts that like really were like trying to get you hyped up weren't like working that way for me with that
Yeah.
score. But I think that it's just a small gripe for me.
Mhm.
My biggest gripe does have to be the pacing of the movie.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
same here.
It's a less than 2 hour film, 2 hour film, and I really felt that it felt more like a 2 hour and 25 minute film, bro.
Yeah.
Um, and that was mostly the stuff in the middle to me. Like the second act, I felt like he really could have like ramped that up a little bit more, readied it down, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, I could not get behind that pacing. Where I felt like at a point I was like, dude, are we getting there yet? Like,
Yeah,
are we?
after the second watch, the stuffs that I kinda it dragged a little bit for me are the more where they try to make it intimate moments
Yeah,
from like the if mom's death to even the ending where like not the scene where he goes and
uh,
sees Jonathan Majors, he goes see Dame
on
after
the
the
ring.
match. Yeah,
Yeah,
is it not after that, it's like after he finishes off like they already shit happens and we fought and hopefully with this we squashed it and we're good now, right?
Yeah.
That was fine. That was good. It was the shit after with the whole, it was dragging the final finish line. Like we were
Yeah.
crawling with the whole like, okay, Amara is like showing that they're
Yeah, and the way he
fighting and
kinda
then
looks off into the crowd, right? Looks off into the seats and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah.
"Are we gonna or can" like, that would've been, like, perfect for
Yeah,
him to
yeah.
no, it's like, no, he's still gonna
No,
get
it's
down.
panning
You want
up and is
like
like yeah. That dragged on a little bit for me.
yeah,
Some of the shit for with Felix, like setting up the fight, that just a tad bit,
yeah,
either make it a bit longer to make it more dramatic, like his mom was worried some bad shit was gonna happen, or make it
yeah,
shorter where it's like we have no other choice but to agree to this match, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, the pacing outside of the matches, because the matches themselves were
yeah.
fucking phenomenal,
Oh, yeah,
but just a more narrative kind of too fast or too slow in some aspects.
yeah.
Um,
But it's his first movie, and I think he's gonna
yeah,
really get I think he's gonna get it down, and he does show a lot of really good promise here, and I'm really interested to see where he what's it called it goes from here, and
yeah,
like how much like what's his next work that he's gonna do like what's it called directorial wise because I think he has a what's it called an act for
another
this
one.
and he really
Oh,
can I think he can really like put out some damn good work, man.
hmm, I want him to continue with the action scene, mostly because he's proving my idea of you can incorporate proper as a weeb, as a fellow weeb, because he's come out. He was in the closet for a good portion of his career up until like Black Panther in 2016 or 2018, whenever it came out. Um, but he came out. Everyone knows that he's kind of into the old schools. He We all in the community agree that a lot of the live action shit that we've seen, like, gotten from major studios, come out like shit. And that's not to say that every movie that we can and will get is gonna be shit. It's just that they get people that aren't into the community as true people outside of research to like know the aesthetic and know the feel, because we don't need the animation style to be there, we need the feeling to be there. And he really incorporated that entire feel, especially in the third act. We definitely see all that, but in the overall just fighting style, which he said he was going to include majority of like the old school boxing shit, um that he named. I forgot all the names because I'm not really old school. I'm new gen.
When he dropped what's it called when he dropped
Pretty.
Damien when he falls what's it called when he like knocks him out I think that was literally like shot for shot. I think that was the picture of what's it called at least the stance of when Muhammad Ali, the famous, the famous like
Oh, where he's like
yeah,
falling and shit. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. I
yeah.
thought it looked familiar to me. I
Didn't do
just
the
don't
exact
know
facial
where.
expression, but like the stance that he was in and the angle we kind of got it at
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
kind of like was Muhammad Ali's
Shit,
really
I
like
wouldn't be
famous picture.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah,
But he, like, his overall directorial debut, I hope he stays. He doesn't have to necessarily stay in this genre, right? Like, he's free to do whatever genre he wants. But like, if we can get more films with him directing and adding um that anime and just overall animation style feel that we can get in live action, I would love
mhm,
to see more of that. Honestly, that paves the way for other creators that can also, like, they have that knowledge, like they've shown, where they don't need CGI to get the entire feel, because there's some shows that you can't really incorporate to live action, but stuff like boxing and stuff you can, yeah. Point is, hope he continues definitely with the work, because the shit was bang.
yeah. What's your final verdict on Creed 3, Luis?
I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
I was gonna give it an 8 out of 10, um, for the pacing alone, but I decided a 9 because it is his first movie. So it's like we can't really fault
You're
him for
cutting him
that.
some slack. You're cutting him some slack.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, I'll give you a pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9 out of 10.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with a 7.75 out of 10. I think it was pretty damn good. It is definitely right now, as it stands, my favorite movie of the year. Um,
No,
it's my favorite movie of the year so far, and I have only 8 movies
what
that I've
have
seen
you
from
seen?
2023.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna double check on what we've seen because I don't even remember.
Knock at the Cabin, House Party.
Oh,
Um,
okay, yeah. Oh,
um,
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, we'll see how Scream 6 does tomorrow, right? We'll see.
Yeah, of
But
course.
because I love me some Scream, but I I'm gonna go with that 7.75. I think that
That's
he's
fair.
got some great work to work off of, and I
Yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
that he definitely has an eye for directing. I really want to see where he goes from here because I am impressed and I'm down for it.
You
I
know
love
what?
this trilogy, man. I really do. I love this trilogy, and I hope that well, the word is out now that he's leading the whole like franchise for Creed now at Amazon.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's
Oh,
got a
I don't know
yeah,
if it's true. I did hear and see an
yeah.
article
There's an
that
anime series.
there's an
Yes.
anime coming for
Yeah.
Creed, so
Yeah.
I'll probably check that out. But
Cool.
yeah, I also hope he continues with the franchise. I do want to say if he can direct. I don't know if you've seen it personally. I think I invited you while we were in Chicago to see it in the living room, but I think you were doing something. What is it? It's the Tom Clancy movie um that he did. I enjoyed it, but his acting there and some of the shots aren't that good. And I played Rainbow Six Siege, and there's a lot of lore and a lot of story that can be transcribed into a live action series. Um, if he gets into that franchise, I would love to see his work on that whole like worldwide uh ¿cómo se dice? Like army, like
Yeah.
worldwide armies web, like the unison of that, because that's what Rainbow Six Siege is. Because they
Yeah.
left it on a cliffhanger, so I know they canceled whatever they were gonna do because it didn't do as good as they wanted to. But if they bring him back as a director,
Yeah.
I think it could do work. But yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's about
Yeah.
it.
He's got three projects in the works. There's an Adonis like TV series. Then
Okay.
there's a project centered around Amara, and then of course there's the Creed anime series that he's working on now.
Yeah,
He's
Mars
gonna
gonna fight Canelo Jr. in that series.
It's crazy, bro. Well,
uh,
let's thank you all so much for tuning into the review. The spoiler banner is going down, so we're done talking about Creed 3. As always, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in here. If you watched on YouTube, make sure that you leave a like, you subscribe to the channel, and you click on that notification bell so you don't miss a single video that drops on the channel. If you're listening to us on the audio platforms, make sure that you go to those 5 stars and drop a review for us. Drop a 5 star review because it helps us a lot. I know that Apple Podcasts and Spotify do allow you to do that. I'm not sure about the other apps, but if you got those two, drop a 5 star review for us. We would very much appreciate it. And of course, we want to thank everybody who is going to watch this. So thank you all so much for being here. And of course, if you want to get this episode a couple days early and live, you need to go to our Patreon at patreon.com/nerdcore and pledge that $1 tier so you can get this episode live and early. And you can follow us on other wonderful social media that we have, like our website, thenerdcore.com, our Twitter, the nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the nerdcore, and our Discord link is in our description on our video and podcast platforms. So check all that stuff out.
Hang on, it's the longest
Also,
ending.
I know it's only also, we would like to thank our producers because without our producers, it's not possible. Our legacy producer is Shane, who you can find at Shane SXSRK.
He's still paying.
Yep, still paying.
Damn, all
Bro
right.
just drops money and doesn't,
Dips.
actually
Yeah,
check. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
getting a new place too. Shit.
True producer status, bro. Just
Yeah.
drops money and tips. Um, so yeah, Prison City shit on Instagram and Prison City. No, I'm sorry, Prison City shit on Twitter and Prison City Vintage on Instagram. I don't even know. Brad's the one who does this for me. So go and check PrisonCityVintage.com and check it out. It's in Oak Hill or Crest Hill. I'm sorry, Crest Hill, Illinois. So check it out if you want to go to the store. But without further ado, we're gonna get out of here as we sign off. Brad and I will be back next week as we continue our on way month, as we look at both people, and we'll see what else we get into. Oh yeah, next week I believe it's gonna be. Oh, our next week is Scream 6. Yeah, we'll be doing our Scream
Oh,
6
okay.
review.
All
So
right.
me, Luis, and hopefully, fingers crossed that we can get Mikey and Donovan who
Oh,
do their
dope.
little. Yeah, they do a Scream podcast where they like they do.
I think I followed Michael
Yeah.
on Twitter, and they do the
Yeah.
what's the town name? Fucking Was
Dairyville or something like that.
Dairyville, some shit like that, and they do the Dairy Chronicles or something. I yeah. Okay, yeah.
Retrospective. Yeah, I hope we can get them on. It would be
Yeah,
it
if
would be
we
pretty
can,
cool.
that would be a dope episode because we definitely enjoy those fucking films more than we have other like horror movies.
More than we should, bro. Like honestly,
Yeah,
I like them more than we should.
yeah.
The
Um,
Woodsboro retrospective.
Woodsboro. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think Dairyville is is the town from It. If
That
I'm
yeah,
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
It is. I
yeah.
remember it now. I've
All
seen the
right,
fucking giant thing. All right, cool.
yeah. All right, guys. Without further ado, Luis, try to send them out. I'm not sure.
All right. Yeah. I mean, get buff. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to. You don't have to look like Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan to look confident. But if you want, because you want to look at yourself sexy. Me personally, I probably have body dysmorphia, so I wouldn't be satisfied if I get that body. But if you want to try it, go for it. Why not listen to the new J Cole? Produced what is it, film soundtrack.
Soundtrack. Yeah, cool
Yeah, 'cause
soundtrack.
that shit is hype. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I already put like 4 of those songs on my playlist. So go ahead and check that out. Play it real quick. No, I'm kidding. Don't play.
Oh no, 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 no.
Anyways, thank you all for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Peace. Oh shit, Felix joined.